Hello everybody, it is your boy AWQWA, and I hope you guys enjoy this Discord cast. I am joined here with Sensei Gay, I meant Sway, and Squid.
Out.
I'm just kidding, buddy. I love you. No, alright, so we got a lot to talk about on this episode. You know?
There is quite a bit, I will say. There is quite a bit.
That's facts.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Alright.
I'll put in the food.
Alright,
Dude,
so
that's the thing about Discord cast. It's raw cut.
raw cut, raw footage. Straight up Rocket League. I can't fucking hit the ball to save my life. Oh, and
Yeah.
I do age restrict this, at least. When did we start cussing, dude?
When did we stop?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, when did we start? What age were we?
Oh.
Oh, fuck, dude. Aaron
I know,
Aaron didn't start cussing until he joined the Navy, and he's a grown-ass man, which is good. But
I know. I went through a huge phase where I was super against it. So
yeah, that was a good boy age.
where I was like, oh, fudge that.
Yeah, it sounded
That's
like
the
Aaron.
me.
Yeah. Back in the old streaming days.
Oh yeah, the Roblox days.
The
Yeah.
Roblox. Oh
Yep.
man.
Age restriction, you know. Gotta get to the live, like the whole. Gotta get the whole spectrum of people.
You know.
But it's
all
kind of
ages.
fucked that like they censor you. Like,
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Love getting dipped.
Have you guys seen the new YouTube thing that's gonna happen earlier or later this year, or early next year?
With what?
How then I forget what business, but some people are now
Oh, he just
forcing
dunked.
you to choose like child friendly or not for your videos, and if you choose child friendly, then like
Yeah,
you.
It says you are legally required. That happens every time I post a video. It's like you are legally required. I'm like, huh? Like,
If you, and there's this thing that if you choose child friendly and it's not child friendly, then like
you
they'll
get
sue you
fined?
for like $40,000 now.
oh,
And like they YouTube basically routed out the content creators to where they can sue the content creators instead of YouTube now. So
Well,
now
it's-
like
if you're trying, I mean,
it's called like Gapo or something. I forget.
in
I'll
all
have to figure
honesty,
it out.
like I don't want my kid watching. Like,
yeah, but at
shit.
the same time, I mean, we did, and we turned out just fine, I think.
Nah, I wouldn't say just fine. I mean, there's certain flaws. My opinion, cursing it just makes you sound less smart.
I mean, I don't look at anybody any different way because you use the F word.
Well, no, I don't either. But in my opinion, like if you
Now-
there's so many more words you could use.
Now, if you're like, fuck that, fuck this, fuck you, you know, like, over and over again, then I could see, you know, like, if that's all you use, I look at cuss words more as an emphasize, like, a way to emphasize, like, holy shit, like, when somebody says, like, something like that, you know, to me, it's more of you're emphasizing whatever you're talking about, you know? Oh, you just... I'm a bot.
Yeah.
There's like really like severe restrictions on this new YouTube policy to where if you check like this is for kids, your videos won't appear when people search like so they could search up the actual title.
I'm just
and
gonna
then it
age
won't come up.
restrict all my videos from now on.
That's what you have to do, pretty much. And it's so
But at
like
the same time, I mean, what is that gonna stop? Like,
Well, it's not necessarily. They're not trying to stop anybody.
no,
They're
but
trying to stop losing advertising.
and what they're mainly trying to do is they're trying to stop. Okay, so the whole thing was based around cookies, right?
no.
Whoa.
Cookies from pages are used to like track
Oh,
information.
yeah. I thought you
And they
meant,
were
like,
they were tracking kids under the age of 13, which is against some law that was put in place.
Well, I mean, yeah, because that's kind of like evasion of privacy. I would say.
And the reason why is because like minors don't know any better, pretty much is what they're saying. Like kids under 13 don't know any better for like being tracked about stuff. Like they're not smart enough to protect themselves from being taken advantage of. And then now, so they're
sorry.
basically doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And there's a bunch of petitions that are like supposed to get rid of it and stuff.
Like I said, man, when I was 13 years old, dude, I put literally my age to where I was like 21. Even my Facebook was like
Always.
that. Even my Facebook, dude, I was probably like
My Facebook probably thinks I'm like
30. Yeah, but you can change your birthday, which is weird. I mean, if you put it in wrong, then obviously, you know. But at the same time, you know, it's. I was 13, had a MySpace, a Facebook.
It's YouTube. It's them trying to just save their money from advertising, because a lot of advertising, they don't want that kind of content. They want that kid. They want the biggest variety of people they can get on their advertising. And if it seems like it's not good for kids, they're like, well, that's not going to make my product look advertising at all.
It's not benefiting YouTube. What it's doing is it's benefiting content that is not age friendly, because now they're making it to where kid friendly content is not going to be pushed by YouTube. You're not going to be able to search it through the search bar. There's basically almost no way for you to even find kid content anymore, because they don't want kids on the website to be able to search and find stuff.
Yeah,
so basically it's going to be like all above age content that you're going to be able to find. People like Ninja are going to be like screwed, because he's going to be forced to put age age content, because the way they do it is, if the company decides to check on you and they check what kind of people are watching your videos and they see there's majority kids, then, and you have it set to not kids, then they can sue you per video that have like a majority kid audience, even though you have it selected not for kids.
And the thing about that, you got to realize too, like Fortnite videos are mainly like I don't want to say mainly kids, but a lot of them are kids.
Yeah, they're majority kids for sure.
And like a lot of his viewers are probably a younger age audience, so that might impact the way, you know, he makes money, the way that, like, you know, it might change a lot of things, you know. And same with Twitch, you know, like everybody's going over to Mixer and stuff now.
Yeah, Shroud got signed to like Mixer and all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, so it's like, but Amazon then again owns Twitch, I'm assuming, because of the nothing bad. I'm not slandering.
If they don't own it, I'm sure they got a big portion in it.
Oh no, they own it. They own it, and Microsoft owns Mixer. So then Microsoft is sort of like, they're really trying to get in this. And I'm sure Xboxes and stuff.
I think Twitch is corrupt anyway. Man, I don't like their strategy. Not necessarily corrupt, I just don't like their strategy.
I think that their banning system is extremely flawed.
Like, not even that. They just don't support the
smaller
content creators.
It is what they should. I don't want to say what they should do, but like,
no, I'll tell you exactly what they should do. They should have the top 2 rows be just random videos of that random streamers of that game they're searching. Period. It shouldn't be the top guy, the top viewed. Yeah, he should be at the top. He earned it, but not at the top row, because the guys at the bottom, they're not getting any view.
Yeah, like a featured streamer or something. Like, have like a few of them that are small.
But and then why? You also got to look at it like this too. If you're following a majority of like top streamers, they're in your follow section either way. So if
but Twitch won't care, because they're like, oh, these guys are making us the majority money. Why would we not want them at the top? Yeah. That's why their business side for smaller streamers is so flawed. I just don't like it.
I feel like out of all of them, though, I feel like Twitch is still the best. I think Twitch is still better than Mixer.
I think it's more mainstream than, because Twitch has obviously been around longer than any other than
either way. I don't think Twitch is the best, because do I think Streamlabs OBS is the best? Yeah. Do I think Twitch is the best? No, it's just a browser page. It has no. What does Twitch have?
It's the website. Like, I didn't know that you could even watch streams.
How about this? Twitch has they take 50% of all money you make if you're affiliated. They make being partnered one of the hardest processes to get into.
But then again, if it was easy, then everybody would do it too. So I don't mind the grind.
And then partnered, you still get a huge chunk taken out of.
Okay, yeah. I see. I don't know. I'm not to that point yet, and notice how I say yet because I'm trying to grind my way. But
Well, I mean, if you're an affiliate, it tells you all
Dude.
the stats.
Like,
Yeah.
their stuff is so annoying. Like, I'll get all these Twitch Prime subs, and you can't cash out until you make like $100. But then they take away half of Twitch Prime sub or whatever, so you
Yeah,
only make $2 per sub, and you have to get to 100. And for like someone that's for like a channel that's not being pushed whatsoever by the freaking
It's
like,
just a flawed
website.
system for the small.
For the
Smaller.
but
It
it's
is.
like-
But the thing is, the people that have gotten there out of hard. I mean, a lot of them. I will say this: know somebody who's already big, and
Yeah,
that's
shout out to
one.
these as well.
Yeah, and that's one thing that's like makes somebody. You know, if like say I played with Tim the Tapman, for example, and you know I was like, hey, yo, let's play some games. He's not gonna, you know, he's not gonna look at me. I'm not like I don't exist to him, you know. It's and then for somebody who is his friend, you're like you're playing with him. Oh yeah, check out his channel. He's got what? How many? I mean, I don't know how many followers or whatever he has, but I know he has like a lot, like 2 million subs on YouTube. You know, a majority, I want to say at least a quarter of that will go and sub, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
On a very smaller scale, it's similar in the way that like I plateaued on Twitch about a long time ago at like 60 followers, and then Smurf was way bigger than me, so he freaking hosted me and basically got me to 100 followers.
and that's the thing.
It's obviously a much smaller scale, but it still shows like they don't like almost the only way is to
It
be
gets
like
your name out
hosted
there.
by people. Other than that, like it's so hard.
It is. But like I said, man, if it was easy to do it, then everybody would do it.
Oh yeah.
Do I think that competition should be irrelevant in Twitch? Absolutely not. I think there should be competition. But do I think that the smaller, low end, low views should be at least seen?
Yes.
At least at the
yeah.
top row? Not even 2 rows. It doesn't even have to be 2 rows, just the first row. The chance for your name to just pop up there. Do I think that should be a thing? Absolutely.
Dude, because think about how many people stream Rocket League with 0 viewers. If you scroll down, you will scroll for days off the 0 viewer thing. Like, there's so many people, and it's sort of like without any break. Like, there's no. They need some like push. There's no
Exactly.
possible way for them to grow because no one goes that low.
Go
They need-
exactly, and that's the thing, you know. And then you say, for example, you get a Twitch bot, and you know, even with that, it's like, you know, it doesn't. It helps out, but at the same time, you know, you're not. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
you get banned for using that, obviously, but like at the same time, for anybody who has 0 views, you like you just said, you're gonna be at the bottom either way. Are we going back to main menu or?
I guess.
So it makes it harder for other people to grow.
That's why I love people like in the Rocket League community. We have like John Sandman. Like he'll shout out so many people because like they got the lucky breakaway and they grinded for it, and then they're giving it to other people too. Like they're giving back. That's like one of the sickest things in like the gaming community is the fact that people will give back what they were given, sort of thing.
Do you know who Mr. Beast is?
Oh yeah, Mr. Beast is so sick.
Everyone, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, all right. He had that video that was like 2 years ago from his stream. Now, or his YouTube channel. Now the thing is say I've always believed if you know stay up on the grind, you keep your like your content up, you upload at least like 3 times a week. You have so many videos on your channel, and it like helps you out in a way, you know, because like you have different styles, I guess you could say, different content of videos. You know, say not everybody likes Rocket League. Uh-oh. 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 All right. Anyways, not everybody likes Rocket League, but like, you know, that's why I want to like do different things, but it's hard to build up a viewer base because you're jumping from game to game, but at the same time you're building different viewers at the same time, if that makes sense. You know, like, oh, you might not like Rocket League, but I have videos of Modern Warfare on my channel. So with the Modern Warfare videos, you know, you're looking at you could watch those videos, and then it's just different.
The thing is, there's only two types of people that are gonna make it in the content creating. There's either the people that are entertaining,
Yeah,
and have a shtick, like Dr. Disrespect. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player.
yeah.
But it's all about his persona that he's built,
exactly. Yeah.
or his entertainment, or because the two-time champ, like, you don't forget that. Like, it's almost like a brand in a way. He's just building the popularity meter. However, then there's the pros that like
okay.
Squishy, that pop up because he's good, or Shroud, he plays CS:GO competitively, and wins a couple, and then goes from streaming from there. So there's really only two proven methods.
Oh, well, I'll just go ahead and say, like, on the YouTube side, there's also, like, the idea thing where if you come up with, like, a mainstream, or if you can, like, capitalize on mainstream video ideas, or sort of create a trend.
And
Yeah, that's
like
where
Mr.
YouTube
Beast.
separates.
Mr. Beast, like, popularized the whole giving away money thing.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
there's all sorts of stuff like that like, you could do for Rocket League, where, like, Sunless Khan, if you watch him on Rocket League, he'll do all sorts of videos, like the then versus now thing, where he compares, like, old pro players to now, like, to modern pro players and stuff like that.
And I don't mean to interrupt, but that's why I you know, I've looked online and I looked up Discord, like, podcasts or Discord casts, you know, trying to see if anybody's ever done it, because, you know, if you can get views off of it and, you know, make your name in it, then, you know, like you said, start that trend. But at the same time, it's like, if everybody starts doing it, especially bigger YouTube channels and, like, everybody else, it's harder for the smaller channels to grow because of what's going on, you know? I am bumping everybody, I'm sorry.
I will say, there is one podcast that I found that it's actually, Mr. Beast is in it, and he, like, in his videos, he's like, oh, content, blow up, do this, that 100,000 this, 100,000 that. But if you watch his podcast, don't get me wrong, I do not care for Logan Paul, but Logan Paul hosts a podcast with, and he had Mr. Beast as a guest.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Mr. Beast, he's a very strategic person in how he's done things. He said, either I'm going all in, or I shouldn't do it at all, and that's the kind of model that he built his YouTube around, and it worked out for him. But it's one of those things, like, do you take the risk or do you not?
See, and that's one of the things, like, in the situation I'm in. I love streaming, I love creating content. At the same time, I got a day job. I got, you know, my girlfriend always wants to spend time with me. You know, it's hard for me to get it, so that's why I'm, like, always trying to grind content, like anything. Like, that's why I'm doing this, you know, because I'm just playing, enjoying myself, having a good time, talking with good people, and that's why I like doing this, you know. All right, sorry, continue what you're saying.
No, I mean, it's pretty solid. It's just, like I said, there's other than YouTube, say Twitch. I'm just speaking of Twitch because I don't have much experience in YouTube because I'm not very good at editing, which YouTube requires. YouTube requires for you to stand out, which you gotta have your own style, and I got the content, I just don't have the editing behind it, so I stuck with Twitch, and so that's where a lot of my knowledge comes from. But Twitch, I've noticed there's only two types of content. It's either entertaining or it's skilled, so which is kind of which is not a bad thing. It's just
you miss out on a lot of other potential creators.
See, and
then YouTube, it's just flooded by the trend this.
And that's one of the things with, like, who I want to say Tim the Tap Man does it, but he posts his streams on YouTube as well, not only Twitch. Like, he'll go back or like highlights from
Yeah.
the stream, you know, and that's smart because if you have that YouTube base, they can watch your streams on YouTube, you know. But
And not only that, it's also a second revenue.
exactly,
Johnny
For
Boy-
practically free. You're not
Take
spending
Johnny
any extra
Boy, for
time.
example. Oh yeah, the other Twitch personality that you forgot is like people that sort of use other people's skill, like casters. Cast
Yes.
like Johnny Boy cast Rocket League show matches and stuff like that. Those,
Yeah.
that's also, and he posts those on YouTube too, so he gets the double revenue, and he also has sort of a personality, I guess. But it's really hard to make it in the business. It's freaking difficult.
it is.
Yeah.
But
You're forced to go to smaller games because you get flooded down in streaming. And then if you go to YouTube, you're forced to do what's trending because that's what's being viewed.
yeah,
And you have to get viewed in order to do stuff you like.
and like another thing is like, you know, like mainstream people, like I the reason why I got this idea of a Discord podcast or Discord cast is what I'm gonna call it. At work, I was listening to Nate Shot's podcast, and he talks to a lot of streamers that literally have made it from, like, you know, nothing, and they explain how they got up, what like how they made it basically. And then he also has another one called Self-Made, which is oh no, my controller came on. Okay. Which he talks to a lot of people that have made it, like millionaires and stuff, and how they got to where they are. And oh dude, that was a nice pinch. But so, and then I was just like at work just listening to him. I'm like, dude, you know, I'm gonna go home since I don't have the funds or the knowledge on how to make a podcast. I'm gonna just sit in Discord and talk, you know, and maybe people will be interested in that, you know. And so, like, right now I'm still in trial for this, you know. It's not, and obviously my YouTube channel isn't the biggest, but, you know, I had that one, you know, a couple followerships, you know, but and that's back to the sharing thing. The sharing and hosting, you know, when you host somebody, their viewers are gonna watch your stream too. So it's like if you share the video, then, you know, whether it gets one view, it's still better than not sharing it at all, you know.
Yeah. There's only a couple OGs out there like PewDiePie.
Yeah.
That I consider made it by themselves and grinded for what they have.
Yeah.
Like years PewDiePie has put content out. Years. Started with 100 subscribers, not even 10 subscribers, doing Call of Duty videos, talking about how he's going to college and then dropping out of college. And then turning around and then having his break with Amnesia, doing a horror game, which became super popular because of his reactions.
Yeah.
Like, there's only a couple of content creators that I think that are considered original, that haven't milked the
Yeah.
clout train.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that's like makes also another thing that makes it hard for smaller people, and that's why I try my best to grind content out, because the more videos you have on your channel, the more content you have, the more options you have to look. Like if you go look on a channel, you see somebody with 5 videos, you're like, okay, they have say like 10K views or 10K subs, you know, and they only have 5 videos within a year. You're not gonna subscribe because they don't put out the work. They don't dedicate their time enough to make that push, you know, to get the
Yeah.
the videos out, you know. That's why I want to do this, you know. That's why I wouldn't mind. I will wait the 2 years or however if I even get to that point, but that's not an option,
How about that?
you know.
Another thing you have to take in consideration, because there are a couple YouTubers that'll have 5 videos, 10 videos. There'll be those couple that only have that. But what gets people interested is because it adds there was this YouTube channel that was mysterious, and it uploaded these weird videos, and it was like just weird images, and well, then someone happened to tweet like, hey, I happened to
bad.
do some digging into these videos and noticed these in the images that there was a link to another video that was on an unlisted YouTube.
Oh, so it's like another channel.
Yeah. So another big thing to help draw people, because getting viewers, yeah, it's hard, but at the same time, it's not as hard as keeping the view. So you got to leave off on somewhat of a cliffhanger or a want to watch it again. Like if you leave on a laughing note, they're like, wow, that was really funny. Then I want to watch it some more of his content because that was actually really funny. But if you leave off on like a sappy note, or you do one of those cheesy outros, or
Yeah.
hey, follow, link, subscribe, da 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 da, I personally am like, okay, well,
And
that would
that's
have been cool, like midway, like I seen a video of this guy that, you know, obviously you need to get sponsorships because YouTube revenue is
shit,
only going to
sorry.
take you so far. And the guy's like, he's middle of do something, and then he's like, you know what would be really good with this cup of coffee right now? My
These
phone
nuts.
playing Raid Shadow Legends, and it just throw you through a loop because you just didn't expect it, but you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not as sell you out as right at the beginning of the video.
Oh,
It's
hey,
just like, okay,
yeah,
this guy's a
check out,
sellout.
yeah, like, and I do have a couple of channels that are like that I subscribe to. I'm not gonna say any names, but, and at the, you know,
Because in the end of the day, we understand, like,
You
content
gotta make
creators
money.
have to make
Money,
money,
yeah.
period. And why not, you know, support smaller games as well? But you gotta make it seem like, you know, it's not the only thing you're after.
yeah,
Make it entertaining. Make it true as well as that. Like, don't be like, oh, play Raid Shadow Legends. Next thing you know, it's the exact same script someone else used.
Yeah.
I've seen that
Oh.
before.
Oh, so
Or-
you
that was the same
obviously have
script every
played that.
video.
And then
Same-
it's like, oh, by the way, if you do play it, use my code. Like, okay, so now you want quadruple the revenue
yeah.
that you were going to get sponsorship. Now we're using your code. And then you're also going to get transaction bonuses when we pay.
Money, yeah.
Like, but back to the cliffhanger thing. If you can make it to where your content is like wanting more, almost like a drug in a way,
Yeah, like,
that they want to come back and watch more.
find out on this next episode of...
Yeah, Total Drama Island, like that had that ring to it that they're like, oh dude, I can't wait for the next episode. That's why shows are so popular. That's why TV's so popular. Netflix, movies, they have that same cliffhanger style. I feel like if people take a very cinematic approach to content, then they'll see more results than just the standard basic way, because you're not going to get a break doing the same thing everybody else is doing, because there's 50,000
Then,
people trying to do
yeah,
the exact same
that-
thing.
And that's another thing with the Discord cast, you know, nobody does it. It's something different, you know. Like, before I go to bed, I put on a video, okay, like just a YouTube video, just random something that pops up. And, you know, and I think, you know, if you're like me, you know, you're just chilling, you know, it's something, you just chill, you know. It's not
Something to listen to.
Yeah, you know, or I'm not gonna say you're gonna be on your way to work and you're listening to it because, like, I don't know, but at this, here, let's go to main menu.
But it's something that you could if you wanted to. It's
Exactly.
you wanna, if you want someone's, you know, view on, say, how we view the YouTube and Twitch scene now in our eyes, and you might have a comment on that. Well, let us know.
Yeah,
mean,
like, what's your
Discord
feedback?
casts are much easier done if you make a comment about a category that you would like for us to talk about, or we can do research about, and that'll help, eventually, increase the likability of this because we'll know more of what to talk about. Because currently we're kind of just going off a limb.
Yeah,
We
and
just-
and
This
and
is
not
what
only
came in our head.
yeah, we're literally just having a conversation about like what we do, but at the same time, it's like I see people get mad. I know this might be a little off topic, but I see people get mad at clickbait, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a small YouTuber and you're trying to get them views, at the same time, that clickbait will get that extra view. Whether obviously you would try to keep it somewhat relevant to what you're talking about.
Clickbait's okay if it's accurate.
It's okay in moderation, but I hate the videos where it's like it's literally like 2 seconds of the video
Yes,
like the
yeah. If
title
clickbait is
things,
accurate,
yeah.
it's okay. But if it's clickbait is false and it has like nothing to do with the video, that's what's not cool. Because I want to like if I made 50 keys doing this strategy in Rocket League, and then you look into
That's what
it and it's just gameplay of him, and it's like and then someone gave him 50 keys like, oh, this is the meta strat.
Yeah.
Started stream.
Yeah.
That's terrible clickbait.
Yeah,
because it's
and
not
not only
relevant.
that, that's how you get dislikes and
Yeah.
And I don't like the clickbait when it's like somebody already gets like 5 million views a video and they're clickbaiting. Like they're already getting bread for themselves. They're just sort
are
of
we
like
searching?
I don't know. How long's the recording at?
We're at 30 minutes now. We got.
I would. We got
let's get one more.
we got a plenty of Discord casts in the future.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
We got to leave it off on a cliffhanger. Just
All
like
right.
we were just talking about.
All right, after
All
this
right.
game.
So if you wanna
guys
hear
got one
more-
game. One
No,
more
we
game.
got one more game. But
Yeah.
you should just cut it out in the middle of it and then like to be continued.
Literally, like.
Did you guys hear about? Next time on Discord cast.
Find out on this episode.
should just
of-
Dude, that's what you should do. You should get a narrator to narrate the outro. Next
Go on.
time on Discord cast, Squidhead and Awqwa 1v1ing, talking about reality shows. Dun, dun, dun.
with that old raspy.
Oh God, don't hire me. I won't have a voice.
You ever seen
the
like?
thing.
I'm not even gonna talk about it, but
Dude,
and
I
you
think
know
that'd be pretty cool.
it would be, and that's like the thing is like if my videos are cringeworthy, at least I got your attention enough to cringe. Like Dino, for example, he's like, oh dude, your last video was so cringy. I'm like, yeah, well, you cringed though, so you must have watched the video.
Oh, shut me up in you. No, what I like about your videos, Aqua, are like, I watched the one Modern Warfare game, or the
Yeah.
one Modern Warfare video with Smurf, and it really like, it's so relatable in the way that like, it reminds me of playing with my friends, sort of thing, where it's like, you can watch it. When
Okay,
you're
watch this,
friends on-
guys. I'm about to hit this 360 no scope, and they just die.
It's such like a relatable thing. Like anyone who's like played video games with their friends can sort of feel like the boys hanging out having a good time.
It's
Like
raw.
Yeah, like it's my videos aren't. I'm obviously no pro. I'm not. I would like to go competitive, and all that. But at the same time, that video was just a regular 2v2, and I literally recorded a nice gunfight game with Buzz earlier, right? And for some reason, dude, I don't know what happened. It didn't get the recording, dude. And I'm actually upset about it because we came back from 5. We had 1, they had 5. We came back and clutched the whole game and won. And I was like, dude, I was so sick. I'm like, all right, we're about to play this next game. We're about to get them again. And we ended up losing the next game, and then I ended the video, and the video was gone. And I guess it never saved, or something happened with the path and I was like, man, and that was gonna be a nice video, It's like, but. And that's all I want my videos, like, I want to have my competitive side, and I want to have my relaxed side.
Mm-hmm.
And this is on the relaxing side, like we all said, put this video on right before you go to sleep, and or whatever, you know, and oh shit, sorry. You know, you're just hanging out, but wait, you trying to demo me, dude? What a guy.
I don't have enough boost to get it to you.
And that's where I stand, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite. I have no desire to go competitive in any game. I'm more. I want to go content.
Yeah.
I want to stream more than anything. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I want to record on. I mean, if I get big enough, I'll pay an editor. You know, because double revenue, you can't complain with it. And you know, not everybody's up at midnight. You know.
Yeah.
They can watch it on YouTube.
And that's the thing with these big streamers too. When that's their day job, you know, and they stream 8 hours a day.
They're going enough to make the fan base. Like they grind.
Exactly, and that I want to grind, and at the moment, you know, I'm trying to get this house, and then I'd be
then the Sway and Awqwa duo
exactly
on the stream.
You know, so it's I have my own dedicated room for this. You know, I stream more. You know, not be interfered a lot. It's make the room how I want to.
Twitch.tv/clarity. You know, actually, I was thinking about just starting over. Even though I got the followers, I thought about starting over. Because a lot of them, I mean, they're not false, but at the same time, they kind of are false because they're not going to watch. I mean, yeah, I could start it up and they could get notified and they could watch it, but I kind of want my follower base to be
different,
accurate to my viewer.
Yeah.
Because if you start over, then you'll have authentic followers to actually see the grow. Like, you can see yourself growing.
And I like I said, I was listening to the Nate Shot podcast, and he was like, "Oh, this one dude would always go on the YouTube channel and just refresh the analytics."
Yeah.
And it's like, don't do that, man. It's like you're gonna stress yourself out. You're gonna feel
that's
this.
another big tip with Twitch. Like, don't look at that viewer count.
Yeah, you know, and other.
Just you gotta, because if you do, you're gonna see that zero, and you're gonna be like, oh, well then you're not gonna be as interactive. And then when someone does click on it and they see you're not being interactive or talkative, they're just gonna click off. They're gonna be like, oh, that guy's boring. I'm not even gonna bother.
That's why I stopped freaking streaming, because it's so like disappointing when you're out here like.
That's why I recommend turn off that viewer count. You get 0 views, so be it. Whatever. Listen, you will not get viewers not streaming, all right? You will get 0 viewers when you don't stream.
Exit domain.
I probably said it wrong. But
no, but
yeah.
I mean, all right. Well,
if you don't stream, you won't get viewers.
Yeah. Well, find out next on this episode of Discord Podcast.
That is great.
I don't even know what, you know. We're all right. Well, shit.
Catch you in the next episode.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Like and comment, please, guys. It means a lot. You know. I'd like to hear your input. And I'm hoping soon, Black Friday. I might do a giveaway on my Twitch of Modern Warfare. Just make sure you stay tuned for that. If you don't have my Twitch, I will put it in the description. And this is your boy. On the next episode, we'll talk about something that's more relevant and I don't even know where I'm going with this. But your boy Awqwa, Squidhead, and Sensei Sway out.